If you're over 70 and dreaming of your next cruise, you can't afford to miss this video. Cruising can be the ultimate escape, filled with sun, relaxation, and adventure. What most seniors don't realize is there are hidden dangers quietly waiting below deck. Every year, millions of travelers over the age of 70 set sail, and most are completely unaware of the risks that could cost them thousands of dollars or even their health. This is not the obvious stuff, not what the brochures warn you about. I'm talking about 18 real risks, overlooked by most passengers, that can ruin your cruise, or worse, send you home early. And here's the kicker. These dangers aren't rare. They're common, and they blindside even experienced senior cruisers. I've spoken to dozens of travelers over 70, seen the mistakes firsthand, and learned what truly matters at sea. So before you pack your bags or board that ship, let me show you how to spot and avoid the biggest cruise dangers most seniors never see coming. Trust me, this could be the difference between the best trip of your life and a disaster you never saw coming. So let's get started. Number 1. Unforeseen medical costs. The most significant hidden danger of cruising after 70 is the cost of medical care. The ship's medical facilities are not covered by your standard insurance, and a visit to the doctor or a trip to the hospital can cost thousands of dollars. An emergency medical evacuation can cost hundreds of thousands of dollars. Before you book your cruise, have a candid conversation with your doctor. Get a checkup and a clean bill of health. Purchase comprehensive travel insurance that covers emergency medical care and medical evacuation. A man had a minor heart attack on a cruise. The ship's medical team was able to stabilize him, but the family was told that the cost of an emergency evacuation would be over $100,000. They were relieved that they had purchased a good travel insurance policy. And if medical costs are a danger, so is the next one. Number 2. The risk of evacuation during a medical emergency. If a serious medical issue arises, a medical evacuation can be a terrifying and dangerous event. The process involves a helicopter, a small boat, or a transfer to another ship, all of which can be physically demanding and dangerous. For seniors with limited mobility, this can be a terrifying ordeal. Have a comprehensive travel insurance policy that specifically covers emergency medical evacuation. Be aware of the limitations of your policy and the conditions under which an evacuation can be made. I once spoke to a family who had a loved one who had to be evacuated from a ship. The experience was so terrifying for the family that they decided they would never go on a cruise again. But a medical emergency isn't the only high-stakes danger. Number 3. The dangers of contagious illnesses. A cruise ship is a contained environment, which makes it a breeding ground for contagious illnesses like norovirus, flu, and other respiratory diseases. For older adults, these illnesses can be much more severe, leading to hospitalization or long-term complications. Wash your hands frequently and use hand sanitizer, especially before meals. Avoid touching your face. If you feel sick, inform the crew immediately and isolate yourself to prevent the spread of the illness. A family of 4 was quarantined in their cabin for 2 days after the grandfather came down with norovirus. The illness was so severe he had to be hospitalized on the ship, and the rest of the family couldn't leave their cabin. And if contagious illnesses are a danger, so is the next one. Number 4. The dangers of alcohol consumption. Seniors' bodies process alcohol differently. Even a small amount can impair balance, lead to dizziness, and significantly increase the risk of a fall. Alcohol can also interact dangerously with common medications for blood pressure, heart disease, and diabetes. Be mindful of your alcohol intake. Talk to your doctor about how your medications might be affected. Don't rely on alcohol to relax, and never drink on an empty stomach. A gentleman in his 70s, after having a single glass of wine at dinner, lost his balance and fell on his way back to his cabin. He was fine, but the crew told me that alcohol-related falls are a significant and often unmentioned risk for older travelers. But managing what you drink is only part of the problem. Number 5. Ignoring seasickness symptoms. Most people think they are immune to seasickness, but the seas can get rough, and ignoring the symptoms can lead to severe dehydration, which can be a serious medical issue at sea. This is not a mild upset stomach. It can be violent and debilitating. Take seasickness medication proactively, not reactively. Take it before the passage begins, and continue to take it as directed. Also, eat bland foods, stay hydrated, and find a stable point on the ship, such as the midship decks. I once saw a passenger who was very sick from seasickness. They refused to take medication, and they were so dehydrated they had to be taken to the ship's medical bay. But seasickness is only the beginning of the health issues. Now let's move forward to the onboard physical risks. These dangers are related to the physical environment of the ship and are common causes of injury. Number 6. The risk of slips on wet decks. Cruise ships are constantly being cleaned, and pools and hot tubs create endless slick surfaces. For seniors, even a small amount of water can become a major fall risk due to changes in balance and bone density. Falls on deck are one of the most common injuries requiring the ship's medical attention. Never walk on a wet deck without proper footwear. Wear non-slip, closed-toe shoes with rubber soles. Use handrails whenever possible, even when you think you don't need them. I saw a gentleman in his late 70s slip on a wet deck near the pool. He was wearing flip-flops and took a nasty fall, fracturing his wrist. The incident was over in a second, but it ruined his entire trip. And if the decks are a danger, so is a seemingly simple walk down the hall. Number 7. Navigating stairs, gangways, and escalators. A cruise ship is a maze of stairs, escalators, and sloped gangways, all of which can be difficult to navigate for someone with limited mobility or vision. A sudden lurch of the ship can cause you to lose your footing, and a crowded escalator can become a tripping hazard. Whenever possible, use the elevators. If you must use the stairs, take your time and use the handrails. For gangways, don't rush. Wait for a clear path and hold on to a crew member if you feel unstable. A woman in her 80s was so eager to get to a show that she rushed a steep set of stairs. She missed a step, tumbled down, and suffered a bad sprain. The ship's crew told me it happens more often than people realize, especially in the evening when everyone is rushing to dinner. But a fall on the ship is only the beginning of the mobility dangers. Number 8. The unexpected danger of the onboard buffet. The buffet seems convenient, but it's a hidden hazard. Carrying a heavy tray, navigating a crowded room, and trying to balance while the ship is in motion is a recipe for disaster. A single wrong step or a collision can lead to a fall. Use a small plate and make multiple trips. Don't try to carry too much at once. Even better, ask a dining room attendant for help or opt for a sit-down meal in one of the other restaurants. I watched a man lose his balance while carrying a full plate of food. He dropped the entire tray, which shattered on the floor. While he was embarrassed, the real danger was the sharp ceramic shards scattered everywhere. And while the buffet can be dangerous, a new type of risk is growing. Number 9. The danger of inaccessible cabins and bathrooms. Standard cruise cabins and their bathrooms are notoriously small and can be a major challenge for anyone using a walker, wheelchair, or simply having a limited range of motion. The narrow doorways, tight quarters, and high step-in tubs can be a dangerous obstacle course, leading to slips and falls. If you require a mobility aid, always book a designated accessible stateroom. Before booking, check the deck plans and photos to ensure the cabin's layout and bathroom will work for you. I spoke to a couple who thought their standard cabin would be fine, but the husband, who had a knee injury, couldn't fit his walker through the bathroom door. He had to be assisted by his wife for the entire trip, which was a huge source of frustration and risk. But the physical dangers don't stop there. Number 10. The exacerbation of chronic conditions. The overindulgence, lack of a strict schedule, and physical activity on a cruise can put a huge strain on your body. Blood pressure can spike, blood sugar can fluctuate wildly, and stress can be a major factor in a heart attack. Your chronic conditions can be exacerbated by the environment. Talk to your doctor before you travel. Take it easy on the food and alcohol. Don't overdo it with strenuous activities. I spoke to a man with diabetes who had a major scare on a cruise. He had a great time, but he ended up in the ship's medical bay after his blood sugar spiked due to overeating and a change in his routine. And if your conditions are a danger, so is the next one. 11. Keeping up with tours and crowds. Shore excursions and tours can be fast-paced, with long walks, a lot of standing, and little time for breaks. For seniors who have limited stamina, this can lead to severe fatigue and an increased risk of a fall. The pace of the group can be a danger in itself. Book private or senior-specific tours. Be realistic about your stamina and don't try to keep up with a group of younger travelers. It's better to miss a landmark than to collapse from exhaustion. A couple had to cut their tour short because the wife became so exhausted she couldn't continue. The rest of the group had to leave them behind, and they were left to find their own way back to the ship. But physical risks aren't the only dangers on land. Number 12. The risk of not being able to return to the ship in time. A cruise ship has a strict schedule, and if you are not back on board by a certain time, the ship will leave without you. This can be a major danger for seniors who have limited mobility or who are unfamiliar with a port. The stress of being left behind can be immense. Always set your watch to ship time. Carry a card with the ship's name, the port agent's phone number, and the time the ship is scheduled to depart. Be realistic about your mobility and don't stray too far from the port. A couple was left behind at a port after a taxi driver got lost, and they arrived 5 minutes too late. They had to pay for their own flights and accommodations to catch up to the ship at the next port. But the dangers of the port don't end there. Number 13. The risk of getting lost on a massive ship. Modern cruise ships are floating cities with over a dozen decks and confusing layouts. For someone with early memory or cognitive issues, getting lost can be a source of extreme anxiety and distress. Navigating to your cabin or a specific restaurant can become a major challenge, especially after a couple of drinks. Always carry a ship map with you. Take a photo of the deck plan on your phone. If you feel lost, don't hesitate to ask a crew member for directions. They are trained to help. A concerned family approached me on a cruise, looking for their elderly father. He had gotten lost on his way back to his cabin and ended up wandering the ship for an hour, confused and panicked, before a crew member found him. And while a fall and getting lost aren't the only dangers, let's talk about the unique health risks. Number 14. The disappointment of a rough crossing. You're told the cruise will be smooth sailing, but a storm can lead to a rough crossing. This can make it difficult to walk around the ship, eat, or enjoy any of the onboard amenities. A rough crossing can also lead to seasickness, which can be a serious medical issue. Before you book, ask about the likelihood of a rough crossing like Drake Passage. If you are prone to motion sickness, take medication proactively and opt for a cabin in the middle of the ship on a lower deck. I spoke to a passenger who was very upset that they were unable to enjoy any of the onboard amenities due to a storm. They felt that they had wasted their money. And if a rough crossing is a danger, the next one is even more so. Number 15. Misunderstanding the ship's technology. Modern cruise ships are filled with technology, from mobile apps to touchscreen kiosks. For seniors who are not tech-savvy, this can be a major source of stress and frustration. They can miss out on important information or be unable to book activities. Before you board, familiarize yourself with the ship's app. Ask a crew member for help if you are unsure of anything. If you are traveling with a younger family member, ask them to help you with the technology. A couple was unable to book a dinner reservation because they were unable to use the ship's app. They ended up having to eat at the buffet every night, which was a major disappointment. But a lack of technology isn't the only danger. Number 16. The danger of being alone. For seniors who are traveling alone, a cruise can be a lonely and isolating experience. They can feel invisible in a crowd, and they may not have anyone to help them with a fall or a medical issue. Before you book, find out about the cruise line's activities for solo travelers. Find a friend on the ship, talk to the crew, or spend time in the library or the lounges. I spoke to a woman who was traveling alone after her husband passed away. She was so lonely she spent most of the cruise in her cabin. She was afraid to go out and meet people. And while loneliness is a danger, the next one is even more so. Number 17. The lack of emergency procedures. In the event of an emergency, seniors may have a slower reaction time or limited mobility. This can make it difficult for them to get to a lifeboat or to a muster station in time. The emergency procedures can be confusing, and they may not be able to follow the instructions. Before the ship leaves, pay close attention to the safety drill. Ask questions and make sure you understand the procedures. In the event of an emergency, remain calm and ask for help from the crew. An 80-year-old woman was unable to get to the muster station in time during a safety drill. The crew had to help her, and she was so embarrassed she refused to leave her cabin for the rest of the day. And while a lack of emergency procedures is a danger, the next one is even more so. Number 18. The danger of a flawed travel insurance policy. You buy travel insurance for peace of mind, but for seniors, a policy can be a hidden minefield of fine print. Many policies have age caps, exclude pre-existing conditions, or require specific documentation that you might not have. If you need to make a claim, A flaw in your policy could leave you paying for all expenses out of pocket, turning an emergency into a financial catastrophe. Don't just buy a policy, read it carefully. Call the insurance provider and ask specific questions about age limits, pre-existing conditions, and cruise-specific clauses. Get written confirmation that your pre-existing conditions are covered. A couple thought they had a great insurance policy, but when the husband had a minor heart scare, they found out their policy excluded any pre-existing conditions. The medical bill on the ship came to over $5,000, and they had to pay every cent out of their savings. Look, a cruise is a beautiful experience, but it's not always the worry-free vacation you're promised. It's a journey that comes with a unique set of challenges, especially as you get older. But these aren't dangers you have to face alone. By being aware, being prepared, and knowing your limits, you can make your next cruise not only a beautiful experience, but a safe and healthy one. So, before you book your next trip, be aware of these 18 hidden dangers. Pay attention, be smart, and be prepared. The cruise line will do their part, but you need to do yours. Because the only thing that's more important than the perfect vacation is coming home safely. If you found this video informative, give it a like and subscribe to the Cruise Pro channel for more honest, valuable advice. Until next time, take care, and I'll see you on the next one.